In a minute. I know it's been some time. I apologize, but actually I don't apologize. You know, realistically, guys, if you've been doing great things, you don't need to apologize to anybody. You just got to keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? The apologies come when, you actually do something wrong and you need to address it. But other than that, you shouldn't be apologizing for doing what you feel is right and what you feel you should be doing. So I just want to throw that out there. First and foremost. Second of all, I wanted to connect with you guys again today because, like I said, I know it's been a while, but also I do have something I want to share with you guys. And, I know that, since the last time we spoke, I did mention some of the goals that I have and some of the things that I wanted to do by January. And that's definitely still in progress. But I wanted to connect with you guys today to just talk about, there are things along the way that happen that you really have no control of, right? So part of you hitting your goals, part of you making things happen in this life, part of that is going to be you meeting obstacles and meeting adversity, and how do you overcome that adversity, right? So the first thing that I wanted to share with you guys today is I wanted to talk about the principle. This is a principle of success. And one of the principles of success, and I'm writing a book, I'm writing a manual, a guide on how to win at life. And this is like basically if I was younger going back, if I were to start all over, what are certain things that I need to know about life and about people and about business and about success and about finance and about everything? What are certain principles and things I need to know to be able to be successful, right? So one day my son's going to see that. One day my daughter's going to read that. Future generations and other kids and other families can benefit from this curriculum I'm putting together. So that's number one. But the second thing, we getting lit. I mentioned I tore my meniscus. So I've been hitting the greens as I heal. Part of my healing journey, and honestly, they do help. The greens are magical, bruv. When you don't abuse them, and when when you know your body and you know yourself, and use them the right way, they're very productive and they can help a lot. So, anyways. Besides me advocating for greenery, one of the main principles of success in this life is the principle that everybody has a price to pay. Everybody has a price to pay. Some people, in fact, everybody's price is different, right? When I first got into finance, the price I had to pay was I'd only worked jobs my whole life. I'd only worked 9 to 5 my whole life. I'd only traded time for money my whole life. I'd only been around employee-minded people my whole life. I had only thought small my whole life. I'd never been taught financial concepts and things like that. Never. So the price that I had to pay was paid with my energy and my work ethic. So here's the good thing about it. Everybody's price is different, but that price is based according to you as a person. Right? If you believe in God, if you have faith, God created us all, which I believe. Well, He gifted you certain qualities. He gifted you certain attributes. So when He assigns you the price you need to pay for everything you want in life, when He assigns that price to you, He's going to assign that price based on the gifts He's given you, based on what He's given you. Right? And it may not be the primary gifts that you're thinking of. Maybe you're good with your hands. Maybe you're a mechanic and you're good at working on cars. So you think that's your gift. And maybe that is one of your gifts, right? But God gives many gifts. God gives in abundance. So maybe you are good with your hands, right? But maybe you also have a great personality. Maybe you're also a great person. Maybe you have a great heart. Maybe you're good with people. Maybe you know how to communicate well, right? So when God says, okay, Jimmy here, I've created Jimmy to be successful. I've given him these things to where he can be successful. The price he needs to pay, the price Jimmy needs to pay if he wants to be successful, is not going to be what's easy for him with his hands. That's easy. Jimmy's good with his hands. He will use things he's learned from being a mechanic as a result of being good with his hands. He'll use things he's learned as a result of being the mechanic along the journey of him personally developing and growing into the person that he's supposed to be, right? But the price that Jimmy has to pay is based according to the gifts God has given Jimmy. And I hope that makes sense, right? So for example, when I started business, the price I had to pay was, I didn't know, like I mentioned, I didn't know finance. I didn't know anything. But what I did have was I had a good network of people that trusted me and that liked me because I'm a good person, right? So that's a gift God gave me that I didn't know until I had to use it, right? So the price you have to pay to get everything you want in life is going to be based upon the gifts God has given you, so that way you have the ability to pay it, right? If you know that energy is currency, or do you know that, right? But if you know energy is currency, then you would also know that you can pay for things without physical paper. You can pay for things with your energy. You can invest with your energy, right? You can invest with your time. So everybody has a price to pay. That's the thing. Everybody has a price to pay. And the price you have to pay to get everything you want in life is different from the person next to you and the person you grew up with and the people that taught you everything you know. Their price is different because they have different skill sets. They're different people, right? So God gave you your price based on the gifts he gave you and your ability to pay that price with things other than money. Because obviously everybody needs to make more money. It's 2024. We're going into 2025. A few days left. We're getting it lit. I'm healing this knee. Tore meniscus. Fuck it. Watch how quickly I heal. And most people, when they get hurt, would slow down or stop. And that's what I did when I was in high school. I tore my knee for the first time. I was so emotionally hurt. Football was my first love. I was so emotionally hurt that I didn't keep playing once I recovered it. And I recovered fast. I recovered in 4 months. 4-month recovery on an ACL and meniscus. I recovered fast. But I was so emotionally hurt that I stopped playing and I just started playing rugby. Which I still play rugby today now. Because I believe you should never quit anything, ever. And I also heard one of the old heads on the field when we were playing, or it was during a training or something. And he's probably 48. Somewhere around there. Mark, what up, Mark? Maybe you'll see this. What's up? I'm going to post this on YouTube. But anyways, on the channel. So Mark said, I was like, Mark, you're still going strong. You know, like you're young. I was complimenting him. And he said, yeah, you know, or maybe it wasn't Mark who said this. I don't know. One of the old heads. They said, you know, I always thought that I got old and then I stopped playing rugby. But then he said, turns out that I stopped playing rugby and then I got old. You know what I mean? So the key is, 1, it's all in the mind. 2, ages of feeling. Yes, I was having a conversation with my good friend Mike yesterday Yes, we are in a physical body, but remember, we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. So yes, you are limited by your physical capabilities, but at the same time, that doesn't mean you're limited in the realm of all existence, because there's infinite, right? You have an infinite amount of energy. So if you're 30 and you are telling yourself you're the O word, or you're telling yourself negatives, well, guess what? You're going to make that happen, because you're reaffirming that every time you say it. Every time you say it, you believe it. You're reinforcing that belief. And then, therefore, your subconscious is going to work on making that happen and turning it into a reality. Right? Because it all starts with thought. Everything starts as a thought. Right? So are your thoughts negative or are they positive? I'm 31. I'm about to be 32. I feel like I'm 21. Real talk. And I'm healing the meniscus. Some people would say, oh, that, like, you're getting the old word. That should take a while. It's going to take a while. This shit's healing fast. I'm in the gym every day. I feel great. Never slow down. Never stop. I'm young. I'm youthful. I feel great. Think about this. Y'all heard this. I'm just spitting right now. Hopefully y'all are just taking whatever value I'm giving. I'm giving a lot. I appreciate y'all for being here. Much love. DC Young OG. But what I'm saying is, think about this. If you were to die at 30, they would say you died young. Right? Would they say you died young or you died old? At 30 or 40 or 50? If you were to die at 100, that's solid. That's solid. That's solid. So I just want to leave y'all with some game. I hope you're getting in the gym. Remember to write out your goals. Write down your goals. Write what you want. It's a new year. You need a new focus. You need a new environment. You need a new state of mind. You need a new consciousness. You need a new thought process. You need new habits. You need a new daily routine. You need a new habits. Again, that's huge, right? And habits start with the smallest details. So I love y'all. I'm going to post this shit. Much love. Hit me up. We out.